I noticed how poorly women treat men if they don't find them attractive or if they can't take resources from them. When I was in high school, I'm gonna tell you a story. How a friend that I had in high school ended up beating a girl's ass so bad that she ended up in the hospital. And he shouldn't have done that, but I understand why he did it. So you can understand the kind of guy I was in high school. In high school, I was really popular, but not regular popular, right? I had a lot of friend groups, but I was not really popular with the popular kids, right? I was not popular with them. If you played basketball, if you played football, if you were a cheerleader, if you were one of the extremely gorgeous girls chasing after the basketball players and the cheerleaders, chances are we weren't cool like that. And the primary reason why, besides for the fact that they just didn't mesh with me, is that I love avoiding drama. My entire life, my parents have taught me to mind my business, and the popular kids loved getting into problems, always fighting and always talking about their parent issues, and always made a big issue in the classrooms. They thought that I was a loner. I was not a loner. I just went to the back of the class and minded my business because I knew they were trouble. The good thing is, in my high school, there were not many bullies. There weren't people running around bullying people. And also, I also learned female nature at an early age. I understood that most women in the high school would only talk to men that they found attractive, had some type of resources for them, or they seen some type of future, be a basketball player, be a football player, etc. They didn't really care for nerdy dudes like that in my high school, all right, unless that guy was nerdy and extremely attractive. But there were a few people that decided to bully people. Luckily, I just spectated. Now, there was a beautiful girl, beautiful, and I don't know if she's black or she's like a Dominican, Colombian, I don't know. She just acted like a light-skinned hood rat, right? But she bullied one of my friends frequently. I only had that friend in just one class, and that one class, she wasn't in the class, right? So I was not able to help out in any way anyway, right? So she, for literally months upon months, kept harassing him and insulting him for no reason. Every single day, every class they shared. He told me they shared like 4 classes together, right? And he just said, yo, listen, this girl just keeps bothering me. Every single day, she keeps bothering me and pushing my stuff off of the desk and being rude to me while I'm just sitting there minding my business. And I just want to be left alone. I said, hey, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. All you got to do is move your seat or something like that. He said he told the teachers. The teachers wouldn't do anything. He spoke to her and asked her to stop, and she wouldn't stop. She just kept picking at him and picking at him and picking at him. And everyone around him in those classes would not stop her. She just kept going and going and going. But she forgot her constitution is weak, right? She's built weak. She has some type of physical ailment. You can't see it by looking at her, right? But she had a physical ailment, and it would lead to her like coughing blood, something like that. She has some type of physical ailment, but you couldn't tell by looking at her. So one day he couldn't take it anymore. He got tired of being bullied. He got tired of being disrespected by her. He got tired of no one doing anything, right? And he beat the brakes off of her. He beat the brakes off of her, bro. I'm telling, everyone was telling me, hey, yo, Chima, he punched her, kicked her, pulled her hair. We talking about used her face as like one of them punching bags when it bounces back and forth. He was hitting all these type of different combos on her. He was really beating the hell out of her, right? And I only seen the end result because at that time I had a substitute teacher, and this was middle school, pardon me. This whole thing was middle school. It wasn't high school. It was 8th grade. I had a substitute teacher, and my main teacher was gone for a while. So after I did all of my homework and all of my classwork, I would get a drink of water and I would walk around for 25 minutes every single time I had her class. So I walked past the classroom in which all of that happened, bro. And you know what? I passed by it when it was too late. The EMTs were already pulling her body out of the classroom, right? She was still breathing. She still survived, etc. She still survived. Everything was good, right? But he really beat the brakes off of her, right? I tried to see a little more. I couldn't. They pushed everyone away from the crime scene. All I seen was that there was a bunch of blood all over the floor and some blood on the wall. She was in really beat up shape. So he went to juvie, rightfully so. He shouldn't have gone that far, right? And she ended up in the hospital for like 3 weeks. Now, mind you, a bunch of people were saying things like this. Oh, he was always a little off. Things were just a little strange with him, right? I knew he was a little weird. He was just a little quirky. Something about him told me that he was a bad person. No. They completely forgot the other part, the reason why he did it. Oh, what the reasoning doesn't matter to you, right? And then people were coming up to her like, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this happened to you. Oh, you're just a victim. And this guy was just crazy. She never mentioned how she bullied the absolute hell out of him. And he even mentioned it to one of the teachers, right? And then one of the classmates overheard it and he told me, he said, oh, she's just a girl. You should be able to handle that. You're good. But no, she's not just a girl. She's a pretty girl. There's a big difference. I hear about pretty women speaking about pretty privilege all of the time. One of the benefits that come with being an attractive woman is that because everyone wants to sleep with you, especially men, and really men with power, they are going to ignore a lot of the fuckery that you do, so that way they can try to increase their odds of sleeping with you. Meaning if you're being rude, if you are being disrespectful, if you're stealing, if you're lying, if you're being overly aggressive, if you are, the list goes on and on. If you have multiple children, etc. A lot of people, a lot of men especially, are willing to ignore all of that so they can get the opportunity to sleep with you. Right? We know this already. We all see the way that they act on this app. Oh, don't talk to me unless you're giving a gift. Oh, why are you still here? You didn't send a galaxy. I'm ignoring all messages until more people send gifts. My Cash App isn't ringing. And all she has is her chest exposed, jiggling up and down or staring into the camera. You don't see it. We all see it, bruh. I think one of the reasons why I'm good with women now, especially beautiful women, is I put my foot down and I understand I'm the one with the skin in the game. I understand you're going to jump from dude to dude to dude. Whoever has the most resources, that's who you're going to jump to. But I'm the one with the skin in the game, not you. I pay for everything. I drive you around. I'm the one that has to spend money when you need things. I'm the one that plans the dates. Me, all right? Women save money when they're in a relationship. Men expend far more money when we're in a relationship. So I'm running things the way I want them to be run. And of course, your input is accepted. I accept your input, but it's just a suggestion, all right? It's not a tyranny here, but it's as close to a tyrannical democracy as it can be, because otherwise you won't respect us. Remember, the prettier she is, the more problems she comes with. And it's better to be with an average looking woman that loves you and will do anything for you than to be with a gorgeous woman that will treat you like you are replaceable. If you want to feel true pain, true suffering, deal with a woman that's indifferent about you, that treats you like you're replaceable. Like, follow for more. I love you, fam.